Hey there, it's Derek. So the holidays are coming up, and there's plenty of opportunities to eat. Whether it's just a get together with family or a party with your friends or coworkers, there's plenty of opportunities to eat, plenty of opportunities to overeat. But really, this information is pertinent throughout the entire year because there's always parties going on, whether it's birthday parties, reunions, weddings, or just eating at a buffet. So this information can be used throughout the year. I'm calling this video Eat Like a Champion because I feel like if you follow these tips, you're going to feel like a champion. So take a listen and let me know what you think.
So I have 4 tips for you to eat like a champion. First of all, I want you to be wise. So don't eat healthy foods that you don't like. Now I know that sounds logical that you would avoid eating foods that you don't like, but in this case what I'm talking about is those healthy foods. So why waste the calories? Some examples are like fat-free dressings or really any other foods that aren't naturally fat-free. They just don't taste the same and really they're not really that healthy for you. Rice cakes, for example. Now I know some people are gonna say, hey, I really like rice cakes, but they're really dry, they're really crumbly, there's really not a whole lot to them. So if you like them, that's fine, but if you don't really like them, why eat them? Because they're really not necessarily that healthy for you either. Turkey bacon, this is one that I've tried before and I kind of tried to like it, but it just didn't work for me. Kale, kind of the same thing as the turkey bacon. I've had it where it was okay. It was cooked in the oven and kind of baked with something on it to make it kind of crispy and try to make it have some flavor to it, but it's really got a bitter taste and I just really don't like it. So like I said, a lot of foods, a lot of healthy, so-called healthy foods really aren't that healthy for you. So again, why waste the calories? Why eat something that you don't like that's really not going to be that healthy for you? One of the reasons why it's not healthy for you is because sugar is often added to these foods. Also, not all fats are bad, so why waste calories on eating fat-free stuff when in actuality some of the stuff that has fat in it is not that bad for you. Tip 2, be self-controlled. Now I'll say it again, I know you're already sick of me saying it, but you need to control your portions, especially this time of year. So eat a really small amount of several options. So eat the things that you really like and eat things that you want to try, that you're not sure if you like them, but take just a small portion of both of those because the foods that you love, you know you want to eat those. The foods that you want to try, you know you're not really sure whether it's going to be good or not, and you're going to feel bad if you don't eat the whole thing. So why not just go ahead and take a little bit and then you can eat it all even if it tastes really bad and you don't feel bad about like insulting the chef or insulting the host or hostess. It just makes sense to eat smaller amounts of several different things. Another thing is don't pile up your plate. Leave some empty space on your plate so that again you're not thinking, oh, I got to eat all this, otherwise it's going to be kind of rude if I don't eat all of what I piled up on my plate. Also, I have the wait 10 rule, and that is wait 10 minutes after you have one plate of food, wait at least 10 minutes before loading up another. So it's the same concept we've talked about eating big portions. So like pizza, for example, when you have a lot of pizza and maybe not as many people are eating or whatever, so there's a lot of pizza left over, just go ahead and wait 10 minutes before having that second or third or fourth slice of pizza. Wait 10 minutes because what will happen, or what often happens, is you will start feeling full after that 10 minutes. So you start feeling fuller, if not totally full. And so you either will eat less or eat nothing else. And that's really what you want to do in order to control those portions. Tip number 3, be courageous. Learn to say no thank you, or I'm sorry, I can't. Now, I know sometimes that seems kind of rude because somebody went out of their way to make something special for you. If that's the case, I then again go back to that controlling your portion and just take a small amount, because you really don't want to be rude, but you also don't want to overeat. Again, learn to say no thank you, or I'm sorry, I can't. Now, it's okay to tell people why you won't eat something, but the rules that I have is don't make a big deal out of it, especially to the host or hostess. You don't want to shame others. You also don't want to tell others why they shouldn't eat it, of course, unless they ask. Now, I do have another tip, and that is if someone asks more questions about why you won't eat something, go ahead and answer them factually without doing those things, without making a big deal about it, without shaming people, and without telling them why they shouldn't eat it. You don't want to make them feel guilty for something that maybe either makes you feel guilty or makes you feel better for not eating it. So don't say something like, oh, I can't eat that because it has so much fat in it. I know that I'm going to gain 10 pounds if I eat too much of that. Tip number 4, be courteous. And this kind of is a theme throughout this entire video. Try not to eat while talking. That's kind of a given for a lot of people, but for some people that's kind of new information. You're more likely to eat unconsciously. And what I mean by eating unconsciously is eating without thinking about it. And you really want to concentrate on eating when you're eating, because if you don't think about it, you're more likely to overeat, and you don't want to do that. Eating consciously helps you control your portions. Eating unconsciously helps those portion sizes get bigger and bigger. And probably the most important thing about not eating while talking is nobody likes your seafood diet. Nobody wants to see your food while you're talking. Nobody wants to see your chewed up food. So just don't eat while talking. I know I'm always harping on you to control your portions, but really it's the most important step in the entire process. Remember, we talked about you can't out-exercise your diet. So if you haven't watched You Can't Out-Exercise Your Diet, please do that by going out to the lifeimprovementcoach.com website and taking a look at the blog. I really feel like it gives you some good information on why you need to control your portions. So that's why I keep harping on it over and over and over again. And I'll keep doing that because I want to help you improve your health and improve your life. I'm Derek, your life improvement coach, and I'll see you soon in the next video.